In this video, we are going to go to the website of Statistics Canada, grab data, clean it, and then see how to exploit. So right now, I'm going to type Statistics Canada here, and I'll click and go to the website of Statistics Canada. Just scroll down, go to unemployment, click on unemployment, and once it takes us to the table, click the table here. And it's going to take us into it. Now, what we want to do is we want to be able to compare the unemployment rate in different provinces. So I'm going to click download right here, and I will choose this one. Make sure this is the one you choose. It's download entire table, blah, blah, blah. I'll click on it. Do not download this one. Make sure it's this. I'll click on it. At times it may download directly or it may take you here. Once you come here, click on that link. It's going to download it, and it has downloaded it in your download folder. We are done here. I'm going to go to my download folder and check what is in there. Here I have the folder that was just downloaded. I will click on it, and once I click on it, it will give me the opportunity to extract all. So at times you may click on it and you see extract here. You click on extract, then extract all. It depends on the settings of your computer. So I'll click on extract all. Whatever it says, I'm going to just click extract so that it will extract it. I will accept the defaults, in other words. Once that is done, I have my data here. This is the one I'm interested in. This other one, I don't care about it. This is the one I need. So I want to import this into Excel. What I'm going to do is to open a blank Excel workbook. So I'll click here to open a blank Excel workbook. So just open the Excel software. I'll click on blank workbook. And once I've done that, I'll go to data, click on data. Right here on your left, go to get data. I'll click the drop down. I know that I downloaded a CSV file. If you are in any doubt, you can go back to the file and you can check. You'll see it's a .csv. So it's a CSV file. So let me come back here. Data, get data from file. I'll take text CSV because we downloaded a CSV file. I'll click on that. It's going to enable me to navigate to where the file is. And here we go. I'll click my download and I will get into the folder we opened. Take that. This is the one I need. I'll click import. Once that happens, it's going to launch a dialog box and enable me to take it into Power Query. Once I come here, I'll click transform data. And here we go with Power Query. You can see the name is Power Query Editor. When I come here, I can do some adjustments. So the first thing I want to do is just to change the names of the columns I'm going to be using. I'll double click on ref date and I'll give it date. That one we are going to be using. Geo, I will double click on it to give it region, because we are going to be using this one. We will not use it. So I'll just click on it and delete. Okay. Labor force characteristic. We want to choose just unemployment rate. So I'll click the drop down here and I'll click select all to uncheck everything. I'll click on unemployment rate and I will OK. Make sure you choose unemployment rate exclusively. Now you should see unemployment rate. Once that is done, we filter things according to unemployment rate. We no more need it. I can click on top of that column and hit delete to get rid of it. Now we have gender. What is this? Men, women, whatever. So we are going to leave gender. Age group, we will leave it. Statistics, we only want to keep the estimate because there are different types here. So we'll go to the drop down, click select all to uncheck everything, take estimate. That's all what we want to keep. And now you OK. Once you've done that, you'll see we only have estimate. We no more need it. Click on that column, hit delete on your keyboard to get rid of it. If you can't delete it using your keyboard, just right click on it. If you right click, you can take remove. Okay. Now the data type in economics, we generally use the seasonally adjusted data. So when you come to data type, click the drop down, uncheck everything and take seasonally adjusted. Now you can OK. Now we only have seasonally adjusted. We no more need it. Hit delete. Now we do not need the UOM. It's of no use to us. Delete it. UOM ID, delete. Scalar factor, delete. Scalar ID, delete. Vector, delete. Coordinate, delete. Value, you keep it. Just make the name look much better. And that is it. All the other ones, you can just delete everything. Once you get to value, delete all the rest. Okay, here we go. Strange, it says an unexpected error occurred. I'll check that. Okay, what I did to get rid of the error, I don't know why. I'm not sure you had it. I just click X to undo the removals, and then I just repeated what I did by getting rid of the ones I do not need. Okay, whatever is causing that, I'll just select all of this using Control Shift, not Control Shift, holding down Shift key, and I'll hit delete here because I don't need them. Okay, everything is fine so far. Now we have a couple of things to do. Now, by the way, if you don't have these things that I have here, you don't need to worry because it's within view. I'll just get rid of the column quality so that yours will look like mine. Okay, we are good to go. Here, if you look, the date has the date icon, and here we want to make sure it's 1.2. If it's not 1.2, you just click it and make sure you click that. But everything looks good. So what we are going to do is to click on Home, close and load, and just patiently wait. It's going to load it in Microsoft Excel. Then you can use it and have fun. So right now we can pivot our data once it loads, because it's fairly large. Once it loads, we are going to play around with it. As I said, we want to compare the unemployment rate from one province to another. So here is our data. We no more need this. I'm going to get rid of that. So click anywhere inside, go to Insert. We want to pivot it. If you find pivot table here, click. If you don't find it and you find table, click table. Then within table, you will find pivot table. So just click on it, accept the default, OK. And right now, click on value, hold it, drag it, and drop it where you have values. Now, we don't want sum of value, given that we are dealing with unemployment rate, we want average. So click on it, click on value field settings, take average, click on number format, take number, make sure you have 2 decimal places, OK, and OK. The next thing you want to do is to take region and put it where you have columns, take date, put it where you have gender, and now we want to insert a few slicers. But before that, just go to Power Chart, to Pivot Chart, click on it, take line, and OK. And let's do a few adjustments here. Now, we want to click on Pivot Chart Analyze, Insert Slicer, check region, gender, age group, and OK. Once you have this different, so I'll put all of them there, and I'll just increase the size of this. Now, I want to compare, I'll just compare Ontario and Quebec. That's my objective. In order for me to do that, I will come and click on Quebec. I'll hold down my control key and then I'll click Ontario and I'll release the control key. Now, given that I want to see both gender, I'll click on total gender. In other words, it's just both. Okay. So that's it. And then I want to choose, if I'm looking at the unemployment rate, I want to look at the unemployed from 15 years and over. So we can clearly see the tendency between the two provinces. You can see what's happening across time. I can actually move this here and just increase my chart so that we can see everything, so that this shows clearly. You can see what's happening across the years. Which province is presently having a higher unemployment rate? However, historically, you could see the gap. Now, we need to make sure we have some labels, for example, a chart title and so on and so forth. For that, click on the chart and make sure it's active. Go to Design, and under Design, go to Quick Layout, click the drop down and come here. And once you do that, you can give a title to your chart, blah blah blah. You can give a title to your axis here. For example, you can say year, and you can also give something here. Okay, here is just the percentage. And once you've done that, you can click on the chart, copy it. You can go to Home and take copy, and then open a blank Microsoft Word document. And paste it. Now, it's important when you are pasting it, make sure you paste it as a picture. When you paste it as a picture, it means if anything changes in the original document or in your Excel, it doesn't change here. And for you to easily manipulate it, go to the layout and choose any of these layouts. Then you can move it easily. Once you've done it, come under and then comment on your chart. Okay, you need to comment on what you're seeing. Now, you're free to take any two provinces of your choice. It's really up to you. Here we are comparing the unemployment rate of both genders from 15 years and above in those provinces. So the objective of this is for you to know how to go and get your data, clean it, generate a pivot chart, a simple pivot chart, put it here. Now, as we move on from next week, we are going to start looking at more complex ones, and we will apply statistical measures to it. We will, for example, look at how to compute the mean, modes, median, standard deviation, and all those other things. We will really start putting quantitative analysis into play. Right now, we just want to see how to get our data and use a simple line plot to showcase what we did. Okay, that's it. All what you need to do is to print one of these for yourself and then submit it to me next class. Have fun.